Weed.
All right. Here's a gentleman that can make you laugh and restart your heart if you ever needed it.
Yeah,
also a full-time father and popular comedian, Ben Gonzalez. Nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's great to be here tonight. It's an amazing crew that's here. The Hempers of Comedy, the Vault Dispensary and Lounge put us together. It's a great thing, right?
Totally, man. Love this place.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have you been here before? Have you ever performed in this?
I performed a Hemper show before with Zach, not here at the Vault. I did the one in Santa Ana, the cabin. Okay. That was the other location. That was awesome, man. The production value, the care that he puts in the show. You know what I mean? All the little touches, it's great.
Zach is an amazing guy. Obviously you're amongst friends today. We've got a lot of really popular guests that Zach has brought together and the Hempers have brought together for the show today. Do you know any of these folks tonight? Do you know anyone of these performances?
Tony. Yeah. Tony, I work with a lot. Zach, I've known a long time. Zach actually was one of the first people to ever book me. When I first started. So I've been kind of with Zach since the very beginning, like 2011. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We go way back. Yeah.
There you go. 10 years back easily.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a very interesting background because ladies and gentlemen, mostly ladies, when I meant that he can restart your heart if you ever needed it to, you are also a paramedic.
I am.
Thank you for your public service, my friend. Thank you for helping take care of all of us.
Appreciate
crazy,
that.
sometimes idiot humans, but, thank you. How is that working? How do you balance the two sometimes?
It's kind of weird. I don't really work on an ambulance anymore. I work for the health department for LA County. So it's kind of like a department that oversees all the paramedic rescues, ERs, paramedic helicopters, lifeguard boats, all, the whole thing, man. Dive emergencies, anything you can think of. It's like a secondary 911. Yeah. Basically.
Wow.
So it's cool. It can be stressful, but then that's also what's great about comedy, because it's you have life or death stuff during the day, and then you don't really care about that at night. You don't feel pressure when you go on stage. Just go and have fun, make people laugh, and it's a big, big release.
That's what it's about.
Totally.
That's exactly what it's about. We're here having fun tonight, and it is a great release. Your career is phenomenal. I mean,
thanks.
South by Southwest, HBO, Fox. I mean, You've done some amazing things in 9-10 years of comedy. You just jumped right into it and you're there's the bull. Tell us about this.
Yeah, I've been lucky, man. Everything just starts from relationships you build early on and people and as long as that's a great thing about LA is if you're meeting the right people, everybody stays working and working hard, and if they see that you're doing the same thing, when opportunities come up, they think of you.
That's right.
And same thing in turn, when you have opportunities, you think of them. So I've been lucky enough to help, other comics get opportunity on HBO. I had an opportunity that led me to being able to perform at South by Southwest Comedy Festival. And both those things were dreams that I didn't think I could achieve, starting off, but then it happens and you're there and you're wow, this is great. And you want to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. How was it being in front of the cameras like that? I mean, these are full production sets.
The first time, the thing is I got with the HBO special and series, I got to kind of join in on the ground floor, almost I don't want to say an associate producer, but it was more than just going on and performing and hosting. I got to help put it together and everything. So a lot of the pre-production stuff, they had me come in and walk the stage and do, a bunch of rehearsal stuff beforehand. So I think the first time you're on a huge stage like that and you see all the cameras and all these people that are, hired to work for you, basically, you can't fuck it up. You have that moment where oh shit, this is a real thing. All these guys' jobs are depending on me being funny now. Shit. But I think that's the important thing about walking out there with nobody there, So then once it was really go time, doesn't matter. You got just another show, dude.
Yeah. Amazing job. Amazing work. Great performance.
Thanks, man.
Never would have thought that nervousness ever came out.
Appreciate it.
No, of course. So what is your fitness journey, and tell us about this? I've heard you talk about a fitness journey.
Oh yeah. A little here and there. I was 75 pounds heavier before, and especially toward in the beginning of my comedy career.
Yeah.
First 3-4 years, 5 years of photos probably on Facebook, you'll see Fat Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And especially, I kind of chopped it down little by little. I looked a little better by the time I got on TV, but never fully to where I wanted to be. I'm still working on it now, obviously. But going into, well, basically the podcast I do, it's like a first responder podcast, and we have firefighters on all the time. My brother that I host it with is a firefighter. So I'm like the fattest guy in the room every time. I'm interviewing guys who are yoked. My co-host is yoked. And it's like, I'm watching myself on camera all the time. It's like, I got to do something about this, dude. Yeah,
for sure.
Man.
I've seen your podcast. I've seen your brother on the podcast. You guys are amazing on there. I like the people that you bring on. You actually bring some real heroes on there.
Appreciate it, man. Cool. We try, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you to all those heroes out there as well. Really appreciate that. Great journey there.
Thanks.
Amazing, for sure. Tell me about like some of your mentors getting to this place in comedy, and people that you admire.
Mentors. I mean, actually, Zach is one of them.
Yeah,
because Zach helped me early on. When I met him, I had literally done one show ever. And he was the first guy to put me on stage every week and watch me and tell me which jokes were working and which jokes weren't, and what to look for from the audience and everything. So I learned a lot, like in the first 2 months of comedy from Zach. And those first couple months when you do comedy, that's when you quit. You know what I mean? For the most part, a lot of people do quit and then come back later, or because comedy's hard, dude. Comedy's not a thing like I recommend to anybody, even if you think you're funny. It's like, if you ask me about it, I won't tell you, go try it. It's great, because it's hard. It's not, there's a lot of things that are only unique to this job that don't exist anywhere else, and experiences that you won't have to go through as a human unless you want to be a comedian. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if you survive those first couple months and you stick around, then, you have a better shot of making it. So I never recommend it to people, because if you're going to do it anyways, I'm going to see you around. Yeah. You know what I mean? But those first couple months, me getting through it, a big part of that was Zach putting me on stage and everything.
Amen, Zach.
Yeah, seriously. Zach Miller. So, I don't even know I told him that. Yeah.
Speaking of Zach, I have a wheel here with random questions about Zach. You want to spin it, put your hand in there and grab a random question. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead.
All right.
I'll read it if you don't mind.
There you go, bud.
All right, my friend. Okay. Let's see what. If Zach were to invent a new strain of cannabis, what would it be called, and what would it do to you?
It would be called Sex, Drugs, and Smokes.
Yes.
And it would make you keep coming back to buy more of it.
100%.
Knowing Zach. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Right on, man.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, buddy.
Ben Gonzalez, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, man.
I really appreciate your time today.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Good meeting you.
Thank
Thanks.
You.